Jeremy, I will start off by saying it's great to meet you. And my friend Anne, it's good to see you again. How are you?
It's so wonderful to see you. How are you?
Talk to you.
Fantastic. All right, Anne, I'm actually going to start with you. A very personal story for your director, James Gray. How did he describe this first to you?
He didn't describe it to me. He sent me the script and it kind of spoke. It kind of said everything that needed to be said. And then we just, I don't know, we just started talking and we realized that our brains got along really, really well together. And then as we got to know each other better, we became friends. But it is a very personal story to him. It's a story about, he had 4 words kind of taped up at the monitor, and it was loss, love, humor, and warmth. And so I was struck by all of those things in the film. And the thing that I was particularly struck by, and it's not something we talk a lot about, but about how in a home, love and violence often coexist, and how it's not like one of them shuts off when the other one comes in. It's complicated, and they're kind of woven together for a lot of people and a lot of families and a lot of backgrounds.
You just opened up something brand new. Nothing bad is going on in my house, but it makes me think about this story after seeing the film. Spot on. Thank you for that. Jeremy, that being said, how does a role like this make you reflect on your own life?
Well, I don't know that it does. You sort of rearrange yourself to become the role. So it's less about looking inward for me in this case than it was about trying to go after and discover who this man was and try and understand, you know, the pressures that he was feeling. I think in a lot of ways, what Annie just said about love and violence, it's a crucible, it's a pressure cooker, this home, the financial straits that this family is in, trying to flourish in America and survive in America and the pursuit of the American dream, all of these things which are very, you know, both personal and universal and very relatable. But this man, I would say, he's struggling to know how to be a good father, and doesn't always have the tools to do that, but he is trying to do what's best for his kids, and sometimes it comes out as a kind of tough love.
And I have never had the opportunity to talk with Anthony Hopkins. You both get to work with him. What was it like did you know him before this? And if not, what was it like to meet him for the first time? And I know you're a pro because we've talked many roles in the past, but you have to be just a little bit nervous when you see somebody like that sitting across the room. I know that was a lot of questions, but
I was more than nervous. I was non-functional. And I'm not exaggerating. If you watch my footage, the footage of my performance from that day, I can't actually talk. I was unsure of my words, and I'm usually an actor that has no problems remembering my lines. The accent was just like, I mean, I think I went to Kansas and back. I mean, it was just so, I was so intimidated. And here's the thing that was great about him. When I kind of, you know, went home, steeled my spine, came back the next day, tried again, and he was so great. He was so great. It was just, he was so generous. And as I got more comfortable and opened myself up to the possibility that we might have a friendship or something like that, because, you know, it's a little scary when you work with a legend, kind of imagining yourself as being someone that they would have time for or could care about. I was just shocked in the best way possible that he is so generous and giving, and that happened, and that someone could possess that much greatness. I would even dare to venture genius, and still possess such a generosity of spirit at the same time. It was a gift. He's a gift.
I don't think it's an accident, you know, that he is a man, essentially, in my experience, without ego. There's nothing self-aggrandizing, and there's something about that borderlessness, the egolessness of him. It's all pure spirit and generosity. He's a wonderful, wonderful, illuminated man.
I'll just add that you both are gifts. Thank you for these wonderful performances. I love this story. It's just so mind-opening. Thanks for your time. Great to see you both, and stay safe, and I'll see you down the road. Okay?
Thank you. Stay safe.
Bye-bye.
Be well.